updates from We Share Abundance. We share. Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance with a microphone. It helps if you can hear me. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world. We're on a mission to banish poverty. And we've been around for nearly 4 years now, putting in solid foundations. And we're now expanding our economy to help our members generate some income and also to increase the liquidity and the value of our currency, which will help all our members as well. Who can be a member? Sometimes known as citizens. Anyone. You just have to prove you're a real human being, and we welcome you. It doesn't matter what gender you are, what size, what shape, what colour, what language you speak. You're treated here just as a human being, and we recognise that all human beings are unique. So you have something unique to offer our community, and therefore of equal value to every other member of our community. It's a non-separatist ideology. We're just part of one big family of humanity. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading over to We Share Abundance Publicly in Facebook in the not too distant future, because that's where we get most of the comments. And we can also see the names of the people that are commenting, which I can't do from the app here, which helps us to stream. We'll start with a very short prayer to help us find true happiness in life. That is something that you can't buy. You can only get that unconditional, ever-present joy and happiness that comes from within, from loving service to others. And when you get out there, and the more people that you help, the more people you serve, and the more you put into your service, the more you'll find that everything you personally want and need will flow to you. You don't have to chase after it. So that's what our little prayer is about, finding true happiness. It's what everybody wants. But we do have a chat in here, and we will be able to see if we've got people in from YouTube, and we do. We got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. She says, "Oh, I'm an hour early. At least you're top of the top of the comments list this time, Deborah. You're even ahead of Lewis. Lewis is in from Portugal, saying hi, and Deborah's from Southern Alabama. We got Don in from Canada, Vancouver Island, and we've got Colin in from South Africa, I think. Yeah, Joe Berg. No water since Friday. Well, we've had a little bit of rain today, but after a very, very wet period, it's been relatively dry for the last few days. I can see we've got people in from Edinburgh and somewhere else on Facebook. So let's head over to Facebook now. Let me make sure my speakers are off so we don't get feedback. And get to Facebook. And look for We Share Abundance Publicly group. And then the 11th of March, I think. Yep. And click to expand, and looks like things are working. We've got Verna in from South Africa. We've got Bozina in from Edinburgh in Scotland. We got Tim Bates in from Arizona, Arizona in USA, of course. Richard in from Devon in the UK. Excuse me. And we got Derek in from Nigeria. So let's get started, and then I'll bring you up to date with where we are, what's been going on today. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and through that love that each member finds the joy of service, and through service attracts into their life true happiness and everything they want and need. Amen. And our little affirmation to help us with that non-separatist ideology where we're all just one big family in humanity. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. I sound a bit hoarse, don't I? I don't know why. Anyway, not to worry. Let's see if we've got anybody. We've got Akpomade in as well from Nigeria. Things were moving around a bit. Well, anyway, okay. I mentioned Richard from Devon, didn't I? I'm sure I did. Okay. As you know, on the 8th of March, or maybe you don't know, but we did, on the 8th of March, launch our 777 plan, and it's really, really proving to be very successful. But as I predicted may happen, there would be bugs that we will find when we go on the live server that weren't there on the development server and in the local server when we tested everything. And there has been one critical bug that has been allocating 2 positions in phase 1, and that isn't possible within our plan. There are 91 people that have been affected by that. We've had to stop the cron job on the allocation of free entries while we get it sorted out. And we've got to go through manually and adjust all those 91. So after we found out what it was that was going wrong, we had to start on the manual correction of people's accounts. And that we haven't even completed today, and that has been our main objective today. And it'll probably be 2 or 3 hours tomorrow before we finish that task. It's a big task, but it is something we need to do, and it's wonderful that it's cropped up and we've found it. Thanks to people like, I think Buzina was the first to report it, and then we had other people as well. Once we get that sorted out, I don't think there are some other little bugs that are there, and some enhancements we want to make. We'll continue to always make things better anyway, of course. But that is the main thing, and I don't think there's much else going wrong. Once we've corrected that, I think it's running pretty well. It won't affect anybody very much, but where you have been affected, we will be making adjustments. So you won't lose out by it, okay? It takes time. I know a lot of people think that I sit here twiddling my thumbs and playing around with checking out other things and doing bits and pieces elsewhere. But running We Share Abundance is very time consuming just on the basic tasks. But once we get things sorted, we'll be able to get into doing a few other things and making things a bit better. I think I said yesterday, you know, there's only one of me. Okay, we've got Deviani and we've got a server team and things, but many of the things that we need to do and address are down to me, and they're only 24 hours in the day. So I use them as best I can for the benefit of all the members. And if you're not happy with the speed of things, I apologize. I'll try and do better. Okay. Who else have we got in? We've got Maureen in from London, I think, aren't you? Yeah, London. So we are making progress. It's wonderful to find these bugs, because we need to find them before we get really mainstream with this, and it will grow very quickly, because the people that are already in, I mean, we've had one person that has already told me his income is already past his monthly income from his job. That's pretty good, isn't it? For only launching on the 8th of this month, he's already made more than he makes from his job in a month. We'll get a lot of success stories. It's very early days. What you're seeing now is the tiniest tip of the iceberg. It's going to take a while to start really building and generating and getting you into those additional phases and people following you through into those phases. You want to make sure you get into the next phase before the people in your current phase. You know, if you're in phase 1 and you've got a lot of people in there, get into phase 2. If you're not all there, ready there, and get into phase 3. Get into all of the phases as quickly as you possibly can to avoid losing people following you through. Because if somebody is quicker than you, they're gone. You've lost them. And if you lose them in phase 2, you've lost them in 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 as well. So do look after yourself. Make sure you get into as many phases as you can, as quickly as you possibly can. I have finally, I think, got a few people that are interested. I don't know why it's taking so long for them to be paid into this plan with a guarantee of $10,000 within 12 months. I mean, they'll make a lot more than that. But if I was to say, I mean, people have already said it sounds too hypey, you know, it's red flags, it's a scam, you know. I'm not asking them to pay anything. I'm saying, you know, we'll pay you in and we'll guarantee you 10 grand within 12 months, as long as you log in and keep your account active. As I say, they will make more than $10,000 in 12 months, as will everybody else that gets involved in our plan. I think there are 3 billion people a month that are active in Facebook. I think that's the numbers that I've seen somewhere. That's an amazing number. It's a lot of people. So I don't think we need to be bothered about being unable to fill positions, getting saturated. If we get saturated, you people that are in at the beginning will be multimillionaires anyway. But no plan has ever saturated so far. We will continue to grow, and we will grow more quickly. I'm glad we've not developed the site and made it look attractive, more attractive, because we don't want to be growing too quickly. We want to get these things sorted out, like I say, to manually correct 91 accounts is taking a lot of time. If it had been 900, we'd have had to have closed the program down for a month and relaunched it. So it's good that there were only 91 accounts affected. That's enough, believe me, but it's good that it was only 91 and we've caught it and we'll get it corrected, and it'll be corrected tomorrow. We'll be able to get the cron job back up and running. So we've not addressed anything else at all today because this was such an important thing. It's taken all our time up. We should get it sorted out probably by maybe lunchtime tomorrow. It may take a little bit longer, but I'm hopeful that we'll have it done by 11 or 12 London time tomorrow. Okay, that really is the updates because that's all we've been doing. I see we've got Norman in as well from Doncaster in the UK, over in the east of England. Right. I do have some numbers. I did manage to take out some numbers. We are still progressing. Fortunately, as I say, not too quickly at the moment. It will come to a point where it will explode because people are already getting excited. And once I get this, these accounts being displayed every week on TikTok, there'll be 4 accounts, Demo A, B, C, and D, displayed on TikTok, and every week we'll explain what's happened in that account. 2 of the accounts, there will always be something new. 2 of the accounts will have long periods where there's no change, really. When I say long periods, we're talking 30 days, you know, because between free entries, there is a 30-day wait. So, but people will see the difference in the accounts and how it works and what's happening. And I've particularly wanted people that have never made money online before. It'll be interesting to see them getting excited and see what they, how they feel about it as they start to see the money start coming into their account. They will all be starting, Demo A will be starting with phase 1, 2, and 3. That is in fact an admin account, which we're setting up specially to run this demonstration. And then the 3 people that we choose will just have a $5 account. That's it. And so we'll be able to show what happens with just a $5 account. People will be able to follow it weekly. And I'm pretty sure that once we start doing that, and you'll be able to help spread the news about that and help it go viral, more and more people will see what's going on, and they say, well, you know, I want a bit of that. And of course, if you've directed people to the video, they'll be coming back to you saying, how do I get in? And boom, you've got another one, and it's another pay line and another pay line and another pay line. And the more pay lines you have, it's hard to describe how important the number of pay lines you have in phase 1 is, because unless you fully understand the power of this system and the fact that all those pay lines are going to be producing pass-ups, and all those pass-ups are going to be personal referrals in the next phase, and how that leverages your income incredibly quickly. You know, with just 1 pay line, you'll make a lot of money. With 2 pay lines, you'll make more than double. With 3 pay lines, you're going to probably make 5 times as much. With 4 pay lines, you're probably making 10 times as much. And every pay line you add in it's more powerful than just one addition. You know, you've got to think of how powerful these pay lines are. And every personal referral you make is a pay line. Once you got past those first 4 positions anyway, 2 of those positions aren't a pay line, you pass them up. But everybody you introduce except for 2 is a new pay line. You introduce 10 people, you've got 8 pay lines. You introduce 20 people, you've got 18 pay lines. I can't emphasize enough how important that is for you. Just get out there and do it. As I say, we do have numbers. In the last 24 hours, we have a net increase of 7 in our registered members to 41,987. Net increase because we take out people that haven't kept their accounts live. They've not logged in 2 months, then they're not interested, and we take them out. We have an increase of 3 in our active members to 2,381. These now have to be KYC people as well, you know, KYC verified as well as being active in logging in. Multiply Weezer, no change in the membership, but we did go up another $1 in the bonus pool to $10,367.44. It'll be a while before we can do anything useful with that, because we have to get the Weezer token onto the Binance Smart Chain. And at the moment, our priorities are the bugs in the 777 plan, followed by getting the ShareHope plan launched. And then we can look at other things. See, I've got a bit of text here. So we've got, I presume the usernames passed up to us are from the Weezer database, but our inactive members, are we able to get those usernames into our downline so we can message them? No, they're not in your downline necessarily in WeShare Abundance. And they're not necessarily inactive members anyway. They could be active members that have been passed up. So, no, you can't contact them is basically the answer to that. I don't know whether sometime in the future we can arrange something through an internal messaging for that. But at present, there is no option to do that. And just be thankful that they're there, okay? Bozina, could it be something to do with the fact that those affected with the bug have no sponsor? So the second position, instead of being passed up to the sponsor, creates another level 1 entry. No, no, it's not, Bozina. Everybody has a sponsor, and we will rectify what is displayed. You will have a different sponsor possibly in the 777 plan than you have in WeShare Abundance. And it could be a different sponsor in every phase actually as well. So we will be correcting that. It is amongst the things that we will be doing in the display, but it's not affecting the way that the program is working. But thanks for thinking of it. But no, it's not. We know what the problem is, and we will, we will get it fixed. But we've got to manually correct all these other, all these accounts first. Okay, Kingsley saying hi from Manchester. Bozina, my sponsor hasn't joined the 777 plan. No. I think your sponsor is Connie, and she's disappeared and not come back. It's unfortunate for her because she would have made a lot of money. Maybe she'll come back one day. But that's your sponsor in WeShare Abundance. You will have a sponsor in the 777 plan, and at some time in in the near future, once we get this bug sorted out, we will change the display so that you know what's going on there. Okay, so that's answered the queries in here. Let's go back to the app and have a look there and see if we've got any queries from anybody in Deborah didn't account for the hour change. The clocks went forward in the United States on Sunday. We go forward at the end of this month as here in England. Colin in South Africa, in Johannesburg, aren't you, Colin? Yeah. You're saying it's not the rain, it's that the taps are dry. Oh, okay. It's a bad thing. Presumably, you're going to have to buy bottled water. Some years ago, my wife and I went on a trip down to Baja, California, in Mexico, and I can't remember which town it was now, but their water was piped in. There was a big long pipeline, and apparently that had got damaged, and so they'd got no water and had no water for about a month when we were there, and you had to buy water in the shops. And so we resorted to drinking beer, which was a lot cheaper than the water, actually. So we had the Bainas de Pacifico, nice and cold, and we bathed in the ocean. So that was our solution. But yeah, if the taps are dry, it's not a good situation. Hopefully it'll be sorted out for you soon. I'll include Johannesburg in my prayers. Deborah saying amen. So she stuck around for an hour. We got Ron Veldhuizen from Amsterdam. Hi there, Ron. I don't know whether I pronounced that correctly, but forgive me, my pronunciation of names is not the best. But lovely to have you here, Ron. Werner says we are used to water shedding and electric shedding in South Africa. Okay. Yeah, but it's not in today's world. You know, there should not be a shortage of water, clean, fresh water for anybody living anywhere in the world. It should not be a situation like that. Somebody was on about taxation today. I think it might have been you, Werner, actually, talking about taxation in South Africa. You know, I don't object to paying taxes, but I object to the way they use them. You know, these imbeciles that are elected, that know nothing about life and are in it for an easy ride. You know, politics shouldn't be a career. Politics should be an act of service, and it should be for a limited time and you're out. Bring in fresh blood. Shouldn't be a lifetime career with a huge pension. it's just wasting the people's money that they put into things. They run things so badly that they can't pay the pensions that people are due. So they put the pension age up, which really is quite illegal, you know. It was a contract that was entered into when people were like in their 18 years old, 50, 40 years ago, that they could retire at age 60 with a pension. And to just arbitrarily say, oh, well, now it's 65 or 67 or 70, you know, that's not acceptable. Anyway, we can't change the world, we can only change ourselves. Let me get back. There isn't nothing else there, because somebody in Facebook said it was me. Where's Facebook gone? Oh, it's Werner. Oh, you're in Facebook and in and on YouTube as well. Hey, Werner. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. Okay. Really, that's all I've got for you. I don't have anything else. We will hopefully have that bug sorted out and everybody's records corrected by midday London time tomorrow. And if we don't, we'll keep at it until we have. Okay. And that's the best I can say about it. There isn't anything else major that is that we've come across. Everything else seems to be working fine. And once we get that straightened out, then I think everything will be working fine. So we'll be on it until we get it sorted. It shouldn't take too much more time. We've been on it all day today. Okay, so that's it really. Get out there, build your pay lines. Where have I gone? Here we go. Build your pay lines, get referring people. You can pay people in. You pay out $5, you're going to get $4 back. And in 7 days, you're going to get another $4 when they pass somebody up. Whether they're active or not doesn't matter, because they're going to get that free entry, and that free entry is going to be a pass up. So, okay, I can't guarantee 7 days. Let's say it's 10 days. You know, in 10 days, you've not only opened a pay line, but you've done it at a profit because you've got $8 back. For $5 spend, you've $3 in hand. You've got somebody in there, and you've helped them, and it's starting to flow back to you. Okay? That's the whole purpose of life. Help more people, and everything that you do, it'll flow back to you. You can't help somebody else without it being of greater benefit to yourself. If you understand that and you get out there and help people, don't think about it as referring people to sell them, to get commission off them. Just go out there and help them, and it'll flow back to you. Okay, that's it from me. I'll be here, same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Until then, God bless you all, and I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator, always wear a smile.